Maxwell gets the Celtics off to a great start. Let's take a look at it.
Oh, wow. Super. And I think that play was called for. Max seemed to have gotten a good position on top of the key and got the Cowan's tip. Jay just takes him out from under, picks up the foul as well.
The rubber band man. Here as we get underway at the Spectrum, 3-0. Full court pressure by the Celts. Hollins has the ball. He's number 9. Cheeks is 10. Dawkins 53. Caldwell Jones 11. And the good doctor number 6.
All series.
Caldwell Jones on Larry Bird right now. Forward from outside. Won't go. And Erving releases to Cheeks. Sixers on the break. Cheeks is spinning move in.
That's a fine 360 move there by Maurice Cheeks. Just spun right around Tiny and took it in. The Sixers want to run tonight.
Cowens from way outside Erving with his second consecutive rebound. And here comes Cheeks. Sixers on the move. To Jay. Inside to Dawkins. Up and in. So the Celtics get the easy hoop at the beginning. Rush a couple of outside shots. And the Sixers have jumped out on top 4-3.
Yeah, I would think maybe they'd want to direct a little of the offense towards Max in low with Jay on him. See if you can't pick up some fouls on Jay. He just picked the first one up on the first play of the game.
Hollins in the lane, drops it off to Jay. 18-footer. Bird with the rebound. Larry's averaging over 8 boards a game in the playoffs. Bird will take the shot. Won't go. He's got a big target in 7-foot Caldwell Jones to shoot over. Probably the biggest man that's guarded him this year. Cowens misses. Ball outside to Bird. Drops it off to Max underneath. Knocked loose. Hollins comes away with it. Gets it to Cheeks. Here come the Sixers on the break. Lionel Hollins and in.
Woo. Nice play by Hollins. Went right under Dave Cowens on that move.
8-5. Sixers on top. Tiny. Drop it back to Larry. Bird, the baseline, to Max underneath. Gets a knee from Erving, and no call. O'Donnell missed that one as Jay gave Max the knee to the back. Cheeks holds up with it now. He's not feeling 100%, but you know he's going to be here. Cheeks hits. Maurice Cheeks with 4 points, and he has been relatively quiet throughout the first 2 games. Tiny in the penetration, blocked by Dawkins. Tiny was knocked down. No call. Celtics basketball.
Tiny going airborne just a little bit too soon on these shot blockers. Watch him now. Here's the penetration. He gets in nicely, but he leaves his feet a little too soon. And by floating in, that allows the shot blocker to time it a little bit better, and he got a hand on it. Well, nice move. Again, they're giving him that position a little too low to the basket.
Tiny with the penetration in the lane, up, and he draws the foul. And that's what Tiny Archibald has to do for the Celtics to be successful. Full house here at the Spectrum tonight.
They're isolating Cheeks on top on Tiny. I guess they want him to penetrate.
Nice pass from Jay into Hollins.
Yep. Hollins coming on from the weak side. That's the Bobby Jones move. He does that very well.
Ford with it. 3-point land. Turns it down. Puts a leaner off the glass and in. Chris pulls up and gets it back to Tiny. Erving and Bird both with 3 rebounds apiece so far. Bird has not yet scored. Caldwell Jones guarding him in this game. Caldwell's a very active, aggressive 7-footer. David from way outside misses, and Dawkins with the rebound. Cheeks is pushing it up very quickly tonight. Jay has not yet scored either. He's going to work on Bird. Forces it back to Dawkins on top. Hollins from the top of the circle and hits. Lionel Hollins with 6 points. So Cheeks and Hollins, who we've not heard much from so far, with 10 points between them, and it's a 16-12 Philadelphia lead. Bird drops it into Cowens. Dave with a running left-hander, and he draws the foul. Cowens averaging 11.3 points per game and 6.3 rebounds, as he's been primarily concerning himself with Malone and Dawkins and trying to keep those people away from the basket. And sacrificing scoring and even rebounding to a point, trying to neutralize those folks.
Dave is going to try to grab a lot of rest this summer. Can you imagine if they get to the finals doing battle against Cowens, Malone, Dawkins, and then maybe going against Jabbar for even about 2 months? Or
even Sikma, who's a pretty good banger, too.
Absolutely.
Erving working on Bird. Fall away shot. Air ball by the Doc. Cowan saves it, drops it back in. 16-14. Tiny throws it away. Cheeks comes up with it.
On that Cowan save of the Erving air ball, by the way, a good lesson for some b-ballers out there. Even though Jay threw the air ball and it was going out of bounds, Cowan's had a shot at getting control. Bird gets his first one.
In a major league pick set by Cowans on Caldwell Jones. Inside to Dawkins, back out to Hollins. Pull-up pop. Won't go. Erving with the rebound and in. First 2 points for Dr. J.
You must penetrate under control when you've got his kind of blinding speed.
Celtics with 6 turnovers so far, and Philadelphia but 1. Loose ball out at the side.
Dawkins just laid a pick on Chris Ford, who's holding his neck. Just wiped him out.
Dawkins has put about 4 or 5 on Chris so far. Chris has got bruises up and down his sides from running into pick set by Daryl Dawkins. 4-point lead for the Sixers. Jay with the pull-up shot. It won't go. Dawkins the offensive board. The Cheeks blocked by Maxwell. Knocked out to Bird. Here comes Larry. Drops it to Ford. Chris with Dawkins on him. Inside to Max.
Good play. Good
and
play.
in.
Chris Ford under pressure. Finds the target underneath. Good cut by Max. Good pass by Ford. A gutsy play by Max here. Watch. We're going to see him take it to the muscle. He knows Dawkins is in position. Watch him lean in, use his body effectively. I don't know how intelligently, because, boy, he brought a brunt of that contact.
Won't go as the Sixers have gone cold. Cowan's a long pass to Maxwell. And in, and he's fouled.
Boy.
Beautiful pass from Dave Cowans to Cedric Maxwell. Max now with 14 points.
And you can see who Max is going looking for. I'll tell you, well-deserved, an outstanding outlet pass. Over the defense, high lob to the inside, take the man to the basket, make him reach for it. Excellent pass by Dave Cowans, and Max knows it. Look at him look for him immediately.
A couple of substitutions now. ML Carr checks in for Larry Bird, and Henry Bibby comes into the game, replacing Maurice Cheeks. Celtics and Sixers, game 3 of their best-of-7 Eastern Conference Championship Series. Jones, turnaround shot in the lane, and hits Bobby Jones, his first 2.
Good job by Bobby. Again, coming across. Moves so well without the ball. It's very difficult to defense because of that.
Back to Tiny. They'll set for the 1 shot. No time left on the shot clock. 13 on the game clock. Calling play number 1.
Little 2-on-2 action. It works so effectively in the Houston series. Cowans just sets the pick for Tiny. Tiny again.
2 seconds, 1 second. Bibby can't get it to drop, and that'll end the quarter.
Tiny's upset, just a little over anxious, but he's getting in there. He'll get himself under control.
That's the end of the first quarter with the Celtics leading the Sixers. Bibby, Hollins, Caldwell Jones, Dawkins, and Bobby Jones. Roby on Dawkins, Bird on Caldwell Jones, and Carr on Bobby Jones. Bird deflects it. Dawkins picks it up. Back to Caldwell Jones. That sky hook, and Bird with the rebound.
He's already made a couple of those this game. I'll tell you, your percentage on those is not going to be great. I think he'd better put it in cold storage for the rest of the game and figure he's ahead with 2 already.
Tiny directing traffic out on top. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Celtics lead at 30-27. To Bird underneath. Caldwell Jones on him from behind. No! Bobby Jones tried to get the block. He couldn't as Bird went up between the 2 of them.
Only a second hoop, but a pretty one. He squeezed it up amongst all the arms, and not an easy shot to get off.
Celtics' biggest lead, 5 points, 32-27, 10:44 to go. Second quarter. Oh, off that Dawkins pick, and a whistle underneath. No basket. And Bird gave himself up just a little bit that time.
Oh, yeah. Larry took the full brunt of that. There's Chris Ford on the pick and roll play going out. Leaves Dawkins free. Nice pass by Hollins. Bird goes over to interrupt the progress. And got in the way of that freight train.
Dawkins is 1 of 5 now from the line, so that seems to be the formula. Foul him and send him to the line. Don't give him the easy one. Misses another one. 32-29, 3-point Celtic lead, and the Celts already have 4 team fouls with 10:09 to go. Second quarter. Tiny working the baseline. Whistle outside.
Good alert play on the part of the guard.
Roby, the offensive board, and he's jump ball.
Good defensive play by Bobby Jones. That's his trademark. We've talked about him before. He did an outstanding job in the third quarter on Larry Bird on Sunday. This kid is quick. He's alert. He sacrifices himself.
Bird, the shot. Misses. Caldwell Jones the rebound. It's become very physical here.
Down and let him find the big man once he's moved down the floor and gotten into position without the ball.
Dave Cowens checks in for Rick Roby, and Pete Maravich comes in to replace Chris Ford. Tiny on Bibby. Maravich will be on Hollins. Cowens on Dawkins. Off the Caldwell Jones pick. Good play by Bird. Off the foot of Bobby Jones. Jones in with the hoop. Bobby Jones. And it's a Philadelphia lead, 33-32. Just over 8 minutes to go.
Bobby Jones continues to get a lot done out there, both offensively, on the boards, and on the D.
Tiny in the lane. Offensive foul. And Dr. J checks back in. He'll be matched up with ML Carr on the D. Bird breaks free. He takes a pop. In and out. Larry with but 4 points. Hollins in the middle. Pull up. Double pump. Won't go in. Bird with another rebound. Knocked by Hollins. No whistle. Bird knocks it loose again. Hollins comes up with it. Bibby way outside. And in.
Wow.
You can't give him anything. Bird matched up on Bobby Jones now. Jones will take in the lane the running left-hander. Bird knocks it over to Carr. ML brings it down. Erving on him.
ML seems to struggle speed-wise sometimes, and then, you know, he'll fake you out, and all of a sudden he'll give you an explosive burst. He's extremely deceptive.
Oh, nice move right there. Picture book play.
Beautiful, complete breakdown. No talking. When a pick is set, the back man on defense has got to let him know. Here's the Cowens pick. Look at Caldwell, just stands, doesn't help. And you got to step out. The man behind has to step out, slow the offensive man down so that the little guy can get through.
Oh,
nice
pass
play.
to Carr from Larry Bird. ML Carr with a hoop. And quickly, Philadelphia wants a timeout as they've broken down here with 6:02 to go first half. Celtics up by 4, 39-35.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a time to hold on to that ball before you pass it, time to play hot potato with it. And it was hot potato time there because Larry just briefly and momentarily touched it before he spotted ML on the weak side. In terms of what we talked about earlier, Pete has to dig in a little better on the D to get more playing time.
Jay in the lane and hits for Dr. J. Just his second hoop. He has but 4 points. And it's 39-37. Celtics lead it by 2. 5:35 to go first half. Pistol breaks loose. Follow-away shot. In and out. Cheeks comes away with it. To Bobby Jones. Cowens knocks it loose. Bird hit the deck as Carr and Bird both going for the basketball.
Larry's upset. He had a shot at that deflection by Cowens, but he fell down, and that caused it to go out of bounds.
Looks like he tore up the elbow just a little bit. Some blood trickling down. That might have been from that slide he took the other day. Looked like he was trying to pick up the 7-10 split. Bibby way outside. Carr keeps it alive for Bird to pick up. Bounce pass to Maravich. The pop. In and out. So Pete's missed his first 2.
Pete, because he was taking it back into a shot block of Caldwell Jones over his head. Difficult shot.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Erving gets Carr up on him. 4 seconds on the shot clock. To Bobby Jones, 2 seconds. He does get it off. It won't go. And Cowens and Bird battling for the ball. Cowens to Tiny. To Carr. ML, misses it. He saw all those people around him. It did not put up a good shot looking for the foul. Cheeks turns it over. They don't call it, and he puts it in.
Well, David was there. He forced an off-balance shot. Cheeks just made it. That's simple. Good play by Cheeks.
Tied at 39. 4:05 to go first. Tied at 39. Cowens on Caldwell Jones to Erving. He'll take that wide open 17-footer. Misses it, but it bounces right back at him. Bounce pass to Bibby underneath. Whistle before the shot. Foul's going to be on Maravich. Maxwell breaks loose underneath. working, spinning, misses the shot, and Jay comes away with it. Bounce pass to Bibby, back to Mix, and in.
Nice pass by Bibby, although Jay took it out of the pack after a good, strong defensive rebound. He clears it out of that middle about as quickly as perhaps any player, guard or forward in the league.
And Larry can't get it to fall. Cheeks quickly up. Inside, drops it back to Jay, back inside to Jones. Cowens and Jones battling. Bodies rolling, and they're going to call a jump ball. Mix outside, he'll take it. He misses it. Bird with the rebound. Excellent position, long pass to Maxwell. Cheeks on him. And they're going to give the ball to Philadelphia. Maxwell begging for the foul, and O'Donnell says no way. Those of you tuning in expecting to see NBC's Real People won't be disappointed, because Thursday night at 10, we've arranged a special delayed broadcast of Real People. That's Thursday night at 10, NBC's Real People. Bird with 14 rebounds now.
Pretty good defensive play there by Cheeks on the Maxwell dive. Max just exposed it a little, and the quick guard with the fast hands took advantage.
Bird with 15 rebounds now. 1:51 left to go, first half. Celtics trail by 3.
Cowens continues to do an extremely good job on the defensive board for the Celtics.
Celtics have scored but 11 points in this quarter. Bird from way outside and hits. Whew.
I think it was only 2. Yeah, it was only 2.
Okay, 2-pointer for Bird. 42-41. Erving in the lane. A kind of delayed whistle that time.
Well, a lot of gestures there by Paul Mihalik, but what it amounts to, Larry Bird's elbow. Roger pointed it out a while ago when he went down trying to keep that errant pass from going out of bounds.
Foul was on Cowens that time. Erving with 2 in the penalty. Jay with just 4 points so far, and maybe he is suffering a little bit more from that virus. And
I'll tell you, he's been moving and running. He has not been shooting well, but generally, if you're a little weakened with the flu, you know, it'll show itself in terms of obviously your speed, your movement, your intensity, and I haven't seen any letdown there, but he has not been shooting well.
44-41, 3-point Sixers lead, 1:18 to go. Pass to Maravich inside. He has to throw it back out as he got tied up by Cheeks. Jay comes away with it in the middle. Tries to get inside. Ford forces him out. He loses the basketball. Bird comes away with it to Maravich in the middle. Hollins behind him. Maravich puts it up. It's good, and he's fouled by Lionel Hollins.
Pete made up for it. His last penetration, he got himself in trouble, again leaving the ground and finally throwing the ball away, but he sure made up with it for it, excuse me, on that play. Good job, good pass. Good pass by Bird once again. There's Erving trying to delay the long pass. He knows that Maravich has a step on the field. Good job, off balance. Was still able to get his arm behind and throw a soft one up there.
20-second injury timeout. Ray Melchiori checking out Pete Maravich. Cowens working on Mix outside to Ford. Maravich wide open. Now he takes it back. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Pete throws it away, and then he fouls Jones in the backcourt.
Let's take a look at this exchange. Pete gets a little lazy with the pass. No zip on that handoff to Chris Ford.
Tackle in the open field.
And tries to make up for it. Pete has not played well other than that one drive to the basket a moment ago.
Boston has 15 turnovers, Bob. Philadelphia but 4. 1 point. Philadelphia lead. 45-44 with 31 seconds to go, and here comes Pistol. Looking for Bird. Good D by Bobby Jones. Sticking right with him. Now Bird breaks free. Steps back. 3-point land. Hits! 3-pointer for Larry Bird.
Looking for it. Mix with a missed layup.
Bird throws it down court, knocks it off the glass, and that's going to end the first half of play from the Spectrum in Philadelphia, with the Celtics leading the Sixers by the score of 47-45. We'll be back with more Celtics basketball right after this. 16 rebounds in the first half. As a team, Philadelphia only had 22. Bird on Erving. Inside to Hollins, posting up on Ford. Now, Larry, the little weak side help. Cowens battling. Maxwell comes away with it. We're underway. Second half action from the Spectrum. Celtics lead at 47-45.
I'll tell you, Dave Cowens continues to take up a lot of room on the defensive board. Boy, He's sending those bodies flying in every direction, doing a good job.
Ford way outside, hits, two-pointer. Chris Ford with 4 points now, and it's a 4-point Celtic lead, 49-45. The Sixers had some problems at the free throw line, Bob. There were 7 of 15. Of course, 5 of those misses belong to Daryl Dawkins. Offense having a little trouble getting on track. Cheeks will take the pop outside and hits. Reese Cheeks with 8 points.
The guards seem to be looking for their offense a bit more for Philadelphia tonight than they have in the first couple of games.
Caldwell Jones on Bird again. Larry drops it inside to Max Erving on him. Max up and in. Good move. Maxwell, who had 15 first quarter points, did not score in the second quarter. He has 17 on the night. Dawkins, a turnaround shot, hits. Daryl Dawkins with 7 points. Well, he clears house, takes up a lot of space. Tiny with the pop off the rim. Cheeks comes away with it quickly. Got to hold it up as they can't get the break going. Knocked away by Ford. Cheeks picks it back up. Max on Jay. Cheeks wide open on the wing. Bounce pass inside, kind of a tough one. Jay will take the pop off the glass.
Oh, he has used that glass so effectively in this series. We saw him in the first game knock in about 16 backboard jobs. 16 points, about 8 of them.
Tiny off the Cowens pick. In the lane, up and in. That's Tiny Archibald. Vintage Tiny Archibald. 53-51, Celtics by 2.
Good job by the little guy that time.
Cheeks in the baseline. Blocked by Maxwell. Max gets it out. 3-on-2 now with Bird and Ford. Behind the back to Maxwell. He loses it. And Caldwell Jones comes up with it.
Get a hand on that ball, but Cheeks used his body very effectively and just pushed him out of the play.
The leaner by Ford won't go, and Erving comes away with it back to Hollins to Jay. Maxwell with the rebound. Max brings it out. He's in the middle to Tiny, but Jay takes it away. So Max has lost it twice now on a break. Cheeks. Cowens keeps it alive, and we come back down to the other end.
The pace continues.
Play number 11 called by Bill Fitch with 8 seconds on the shot clock now. 6 seconds. Maxwell inside. Ford, three-point land. Won't go. Cowens tips it out, but Jay comes up with it. The Hollins, 2-on-1 with Cheeks and in. Roby is in the game now for Dave Cowens. Rick has worked pretty well against Dawkins during the regular season. Hollins tries to steal it, but Bird regains a three-point land for Chris Ford. Hits!
Oh, good job. You know, we talked about that. The Celtics were only 1 for 9 coming in here on three-pointers after leading the league, I guess. But tonight, again, they're getting it off the flow. They're not looking for it. When you start looking for three-pointers, that's when you shoot them badly or shoot for a bad percentage.
A little accidental offense. Jay off the glass. And 56-55, 1-point Celtic lead with 6:48 left to go, third quarter.
The momentary pressure of this series is off both teams, Raj. They're much less cautious with their passing tonight, if you notice. And as I say, a much more wide-open game than it was in the first 2 in Boston.
18-footer by Chris Ford.
Chris Ford's heating it up.
Ford with 7 points in the third quarter, and it's a 3-point Celtic lead. Side help there by Cheeks. Tiny will take it in the lane. Back to Ford. Three-point land. Cheeks with the rebound. Ooh, Tiny went up in the air and caught Cheeks. Jay on the house call and hits.
Good job. Tiny gambled at half court. Tried to slow down the progress of the ball. Not a bad idea, but it was simply not successful, and that opened up the layup for Jay.
Well, he caught Cheeks in the eye with his right foot. Bird coming off the pick over Caldwell Jones and hits! Bird with 14 points, and it's 60-59 Celtics. Jay off the Dawkins pick. Fall-away shot. Hits!
He's tough on that move. He uses the big guy for the pick and then jumps back, and the switch simply doesn't have a chance to take effect. A steal by Cheeks.
Erving to Cheeks and in. Cheeks now with 8 third-quarter points, and it's a 63-60 Sixers lead.
Take a look. The turnovers continue to plague the Celts off the Maxwell loss of the ball. Erving drops it down on a good penetration of Cheeks.
Foul away from the ball. That foul is on Daryl Dawkins. That is his third foul.
That is the first team foul on either team, by the way, of this quarter. So once again, the looseness after the tight, tough, intensive defense of the first two games, the comparable looseness in this game. Bird from way out. Oh, wow, is he opening it up.
Larry Bird now with 16 points, and it's 63-62. The Sixers lead it by 1, 4:30 to go, and as Bob mentioned, only one team foul so far in the quarter. O'Donnell and Mihalik letting them play. And there's a lot of banging inside. Look at Dawkins and Roby. Dawkins misses. Roby the rebound to Tiny. Long pass to Bird.
A little too much on it. Couldn't quite catch up to it.
63-62. Sixers with a 1-point lead, and Cowens comes in. Maxwell comes out, and Bob, this was the lineup Sunday with Cowens and Roby in there in the third quarter that really kind of spurred the Celtics on.
In the second half.
Right.
But the defense was about as intense and as aggressive and effective in that second half as any time all season long. Good move along the baseline by Caldwell Jones.
He slipped around Cowens that time. 3-point Sixers lead. Let's take a look.
Yep. Just slides in there. David occasionally will get caught in that because he's looking to help out so often.
Erving knocks the ball loose, and it's going to be Sixers basketball. Roby had it underneath, put it to the floor a couple times, and Jay got a hand on it, bounced it off Rick's foot, and it's a 3-point Philadelphia lead, 65-62 with 3:40 left to go, third quarter.
And again, the turnovers, 15 of them in the first half by Boston, and they continue to lose that ball here in the second half.
21 now for the Celtics. Hollins, baseline, brings it back on top, in the lane, over Cowens, and in. That is a 5-point Philadelphia lead. That is their biggest lead of the game, 67-62. Going to Bird, inside, fall-away shot. He hits.
Oh, wow, does he make this game look easy, I'll tell you. Never wasted motion. He knows exactly where to go each time with the ball, what kind of fake to use, and then what to do when the fake is successful.
House call.
Oh, nice play. Boy, that gets him out of their seats.
Erving with 8 third-quarter points. Let's take a look.
Take a peek at this. Big loping. We told you before the game he can fly. Beautiful.
Celtics turn it over again. Here comes Jay. Cowens knocks it loose, and the foul on Dave Cowens.
Excellent foul in this instance by Dave Cowens because Jay was moving towards the basket again. He saved 2 points and only the first team foul, excuse me.
Timeout on the court. 2:34 to go, third quarter. The Sixers leading the Celtics 69-64.
The game simply has opened up.
Bird on Erving. Jay has to drop it off inside. Ball knocked loose. Cowens comes up with it.
Has a break. Tiny interrupted it. Just lost his concentration momentarily. Bird using those fakes very effectively. Gets clobbered by Bobby Jones.
First foul on Bobby Jones, second team foul. And Larry, who has not been to the free throw line tonight, and he only shot 1 free throw on Sunday.
I'll tell you, for a guy who's lost a lot of blood,
yeah,
he should be at that free throw line a few more times tonight, I think.
Gerald Henderson checks in, number 43 for Tiny Archibald. Bird will have 2, and he drops the first one in. Larry with 19 points now.
There's Gerald Henderson checking in for the first time. Tiny Archibald taking a well-deserved rest.
Bird with 19 points, 18 rebounds. Bibby also in the game. Larry with 1 more. Misses that one. Cowens tries to keep it alive, but Caldwell Jones comes away with it. Henderson on Cheeks. They'll switch the ball over now to Jay. Bird right in his face. Nice pass inside to Bobby Jones. 71-65, that 6-point lead, the biggest lead of the night for either team. Cowens on Jones, inside to Jay. What a move.
Oh, boy.
Point lead. Ford trying to find somebody inside, gets it to Cowens. Long jumper, In and out. Roby, the offensive board. Roby has it blocked. The ball's knocked loose. Ford puts it up and misses. Ford trying to keep it alive. Bibby comes away with it. 51 seconds to go in the quarter. Bibby slides. Erving will take it up and in. Woo! That is a Rancho Deluxe house call right there.
Boy, I know Dawkins has got a lot of names for his dunk. I don't know what you'd call this one. Is that an outstanding play?
Henderson in the lane. Turnaround shot. Misses. Caldwell Jones with the rebound. The Sixers lead at 75-66. They're on top by 9 with 21 seconds to go in the quarter as they've kind of taken charge here in this third period. Bobby Jones inside to Caldwell Jones. The hook and hits. Roby has it. 3 seconds. Roby way outside. Whoa! Thing dropped off the rim. Doesn't fall. And the Philly fans have a lot to cheer about because after 3 quarters of play, their team leads the Celtics 78-66. Here we go. Last 12 minutes. Third game of this Eastern Conference Championship Series. Maravich in. Cowens, Bird, Henderson, and ML Carr for the Celtics. Pistol from way outside. Off the rim. Cowens follows. Goaltending on Caldwell Jones. Cowens with just 4 points in the game. Bobby Jones knocked away by ML Carr. Here we come in the transition. 3-on-2. Carr in the lane and in.
Wow. Nice move by ML. He was looking right and left to his outlet people and gave a little head fake. Finally found a hole and went to the basket. Good play by ML.
78-70. 11 minutes to go. 4 straight points by the Celtics. Dawkins back to Bibby, to Bobby Jones. Carr on him. Fall away shot from the line and in.
Well, that's the little shot Bobby was missing in the first couple of games. He's certainly not missing it tonight.
10-point Philadelphia lead, 80-70. The Celtics have been held at 19 points the last 2 quarters. Fake by Bird, back to Maravich. The pop from the side, in and out. And Cheeks comes away with it. This guard has been leaping tonight. He's come away with some good rebounds for Philadelphia. Cheeks, pull-up pop. Bird with another rebound. Long pass to ML Carr. And he's called for traveling. He saw Henderson right next to him.
I think, yeah, exactly. He lost his concentration on the play. He was trying to catch it and pass it down to Gerald at the same time, and he just didn't get the handle on it. Good pass by Bird, however.
Who gets it back to Gerald. Celtics now trailing by 12. Henderson in the lane and in.
That's a nice job.
And quickly, Philadelphia wants a timeout with 8:50 to go. Fourth quarter. They lead it by 10, 82-72. Henderson, Carr, Cowens, Maravich, and Bird. Going inside to Bird. Baseline, little flipper. Won't go, and Caldwell Jones with the rebound.
The big rejector came at him, and it caused the adjustment on the shot, caused Larry Bird to get it up a little quicker, I think, than he wanted to.
Jay working on Carr underneath. No call, no call. That could have gone either way.
Wow. Jay can't believe that. He's hurting. He hit the floor hard.
Maravich drops it off to Henderson underneath. Blocked by Bobby Jones. Here comes Jay. Watch this now. And in. That's getting it right back at you, mister.
Well, I'll tell you. There's just nothing else to be said of that guy. Boy, he just hit the floor about as hard as you'll ever see anyone hit it. Follows it up with this play. Again goes down. This time he'll pick up the foul.
On ML Carr. Carr and Erving. Jake O'Donnell right between them in front of our bench.
O'Donnell anticipated it because Carr wants a
right
piece
here
of
in
him.
front of our bench. Right here in front of our broadcast position. Both officials now in front of Carr. And Fitch is in there now, too.
Well, as we pointed out, Jay went down about as heavily in his heart on those last two plays as he perhaps ever has in his career.
ML plays a physical sort of game. There's no question about it. And Jay, being the superstar that he is, has to take a lot of contact sometimes. Let's take a look at it again. This is the comeback at you.
ML steps in to try to force him out of the play. Obviously a lot of contact.
Jay did not like it as he looks right into the camera.
He sat there and got himself a little upset. O'Donnell and Fitch going at it now. Although an alert play by O'Donnell, he saw that developing and jumped in between the two players immediately.
ML Carr still in the game. Now Fitch is the guy that's screaming. 84-72 with 7:43 to go. Oh, you just had a feeling after they missed that call that Jay was going to come back and put on a show. Misses the free throw. Cowens with the rebound. It's a 12-point Philadelphia lead. Celtics got to get something moving here in a hurry. Bobby Jones on Bird. Carr to Maravich. Looking inside. Jones really battling with Bird. Maravich on the baseline underneath. Flips it back out to Henderson. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Bird, three-point land. In and out. Ball knocked loose. Hollins knocks it up in the air. Looks like a volleyball game to Jay and in. That could be good night. And Hollins bumping into Carr at midcourt. There's a timeout on the floor. 7:11 to go. The Sixers lead it 86-72.
He hasn't been doing. He's been going air ball too soon. Got to get it in there close before you leave your feet.
And again.
Well, what can you say? You know, just outstanding. That's why a lot of people think he should be the most valuable player. Tiny.
He's fouled. Tiny with the hoop.
Only shooting 30% from the field in this quarter. They're going to have to obviously heat it up.
Cowens knocks it loose, but Bibby comes away with it. Jay wants the basketball. Baseline jumper. He hits.
Well, we talked about Bird making it look easy. You've just seen an awesome display by Dr. J.
Maravich underneath and scores.
They can't match him, however, if they're going to make any inroads in this 12-point deficit. They've got to dig in on the D.
I think he dominates the game even more so than any 7-footer that's ever played. Tiny comes around, and there's a foul in the backcourt. Foul's going to be on Erving. On Jay, that is his third. And Tiny will go to the line.
Not easy in this game, as I say, to be flamboyant and effective at the same time. And as, you know, as devastatingly so as Jay is capable of doing, as we have just seen in the last few minutes here. This excites the fans even more than a guy just getting a job done.
90-79, 5:30 left to go in this game. Bobby Jones inside, a whistle, and Bird was tripped by Jones. Bird went down to a kind of a semi-crouch, and then Jones fell over him. They called a foul on Larry Bird. And on Bird, that is his fourth. Cheeks comes back in. Bibby goes out. 4 team fouls now on the Celtics. And Bobby Jones has done a heck of a job so far on Bird in this fourth quarter. Bill's going to pop a vein there in a second. Bird with the deflection, and it's going to be off Bobby Jones. Celtics basketball.
Well, a little bit of the same action there. Bird with a good, strong overplay. That's what he's been getting for Bobby Jones. He gave it back to him and forced the turnover.
5:23 left to go. Sixers lead it by 11, 90-79. Cowens outside. David's been cold, but he hits that one. Cowens was just his third hoop of the game, and it's 90-81, 9-point Philadelphia lead.
Bench encouraging the Celtics to dig in on the D, and that's exactly what they must do. They need a stopper here.
Caldwell Jones. Ball deflected by Callan.
Oh, what a save.
Save. Tiny comes up with it to Larry Bird. Cross court to ML Carr. Back to Tiny in the lane. He's got to put it up or drop it to Carr, who puts it up, and there's a whistle. Oh, they got a break there because Tiny and Carr are both in the lane. The foul's on Caldwell Jones.
Dawkins back in.
Celtics are 4 of 10 in the second half from the foul line. Carr misses them both. Bird gets it back, though. Larry leans in, a little scooper. Carr with the tip won't go. Callens comes away with it. Back to ML, and they'll set it up. Good job that time by the Celtics. Pistol, three-pointer. 90-84.
I'll tell you, that's one good reason for staying with a shooter, because if he runs a cold streak, which is exactly what Maravich did, you know that a shooter with his potential is going to heat it up. So hopefully that's the first of many for Peter.
Dawkins, a turnaround. Cheeks with another key rebound on the offense.
You're absolutely right. They forced Dawkins into a bad shot, and they were not able to take advantage.
4:06 left to go. 6-point. Philadelphia lead. Dawkins working inside, leaning in and in. 92-84. 3:50 and counting. Oh, they're going to call it before the shot on Erving.
No, they're going to give him 2. That's the 4th team foul, by the way. Both teams now in the penalty situation. Time, they've got it down to 6.
92-86, 3:40 left. The bench shouting out encouragement. Archibald up on Cheeks. Setting Dawkins and Erving on the same side. Caldwell Jones and Hollins on the weak side. Erving with the shot. Battling Bird with the rebound. Here comes Carr. 2-on-1 break with Bird. ML up and in.
Oh, boy, good job. Nice hesitation dribble by Carr there.
Now just a 4-point Philadelphia lead. 92-88 with 3:10 to go, and the crowd has grown silent. Celtics really digging in on the D. Inside to Dawkins, moving in and stuffs it.
6 before you get any production out of him. You know the guy's a good shooter, and eventually he's going to make it. Celtics open up the middle. They go to their 3-2 offense.
Maravich, Pistol Pete, who now has 8 points.
This also, by the way, a lot of stages of the game, the defense starts to let down, so it's an advantage for a shooter like Maravich.
94-90, 4-point Philadelphia lead. Inside to Dawkins.
Oh,
whistle.
Boy.
Whistle, O'Donnell and Mihalik. They're going to call it on Dave Callens, and I'd like to see that again because...
Well, a key call, although Dawkins has not been shooting well from the free throw line. He's only made 1 out of 6.
He misses the first one. Darrell's been consistent with the line tonight.
1 of the 7 so far.
2 of 8. 95-90, 5-point lead with 2:22 to go. Bird breaks off the pick over Caldwell Jones. And now Lionel Hollins with an excellent rebound. Erving says, push it up, man.
They've got Jay isolated on ML Carr. The right side is clear. He's waiting to make his move.
And in. No problem. 97-90, 7-point lead, 1:52 to go.
When you isolate him like that, you have to respect his drive to the basket, so they give the outside shot, and he's been hitting that very well.
Callens it in.
Celtics must gamble. I think they need a double up. Bad shot by Hollins.
But it's
wow.
Celtics want a timeout with 1:26 to go. They trail by...
even tougher for the rookie.
Is it 3-point land time?
Well, a little bit of both. If the shot opens up to the basket, they'll take it. If not...
Oh, Pistol from way outside misses
it. That's a bad shot. They don't want
really force it. Callens knocks it loose. Maravich underneath. Oh, what a shot by Maravich to get 2 at least. And it's 99-94. 5-point lead, 1:07 to go. Celtics with a break there.
Yeah, there's still enough time, Roger, to look for the 3-pointer, but not to force it. There's a big difference there.
Cheeks with the basketball.
Must stop.
Erving breaks off the pick.
They're going to run the clock down, obviously.
Jay falls loose, and it's going to be Philadelphia basketballs that went off Callens.
Looked like it might have been a walking violation before that, however.
7 seconds on the shot clock, 50 on the game clock. Erving way outside to Cheeks. To Hollins, who'll take the pop. Misses it. Bird with a big rebound. Larry breaks it out. He's got Tiny behind him. Larry pulls up three-point land. Bird with a three-pointer. And it's 99-97, 37 seconds to go. The Sixers lead it by 2. They got to take a shot here now.
Big three-pointer. Smart play by the rookie. He got there and he was free. There was no defensive pressure.
Hollins off the glass. Won't go. Carr with the rebound. 19 seconds left. Celtics call a timeout. 16 seconds. The clock wound down to 16 seconds left to go. The Sixers lead it by 2, 99-97, and Larry Bird with a three-point land special.
Let's take a look at this now. You see the defense is hustling back, so he gets the shot uncontested as opposed to the one Maravich took a moment ago where he had a couple of guys hanging all over him. So look for the three-pointer in a situation like that if you can pick it up without defensive pressure.
Bird. That's going to be it. Final score here, 99-97. So the Sixers wrap up game 3 of this best-of-7 series. Remember, our next telecast is Friday at 8 p.m. when the Celtics play the Philadelphia 76ers in game 4 at the Spectrum.